Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Samoan werewolf, Jacob FATU, will wrestle Braun Strowman and Damian Priest in a huge triple threat match on WWE SmackDown. The winner will join John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Logan Paul in the Elimination Chamber match on March 1 at Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. As the fans are still divisive about the 32-year-old's potential involvement in the upcoming Chamber match, Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker has a message for him. In an interview with Muscle Man Malcolm, Braun Breaker was asked about his stare-down with the Samoan werewolf on Raw in October 2024, which sent fans into a frenzy. The dog claimed that if the two were to lock horns in the future, the venue should be WrestleMania. Much like the Wwe family's prodigy, Braun Breaker is often cited by many as the future of WWE. CM Punk believes the Intercontinental Champion will get there if he does not derail along the way, and if the young stalwart keeps up the grind and can handle the pressure that comes with it. Jacob FATU currently performs on SmackDown, while Braun Breaker is a member of the Raw roster. Perhaps their interaction last year was the company's way of testing the waters for a potential high-profile showdown down the line. Meanwhile, the Samoan werewolf has been gaining steam as a singles competitor since Solo Sikoa walked out on him in Tama Tonga in January. In a sudden turn of events, the Street Champ returned last week, putting an exclamation mark on the show. Solo Sikoa attacked undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes, sparking a debate about the creative team potentially revisiting their rivalry from last year. But analyst Sam Roberts believes Sikoa's return will ultimately lead to a WrestleMania 41 clash with his cousin, Jacob FATU. The WWE Universe erupted as the current WWE Champion stood in the center of the ring, championship belt draped over his shoulder, a confident smirk curling across his face. The crowd, electric with anticipation, chanted his name, knowing that something monumental was about to be declared. The air was thick with intensity as the champion raised his microphone and let the words fly. Jacob FATU, I know you're watching. I know you've been waiting. And I know that deep down, just like me, you want to see who the real head of the table is. So I'm saying it now, loud and clear, in front of the entire world. WrestleMania. You and me. For the WWE Championship, the arena erupted into chaos. Fans leaped to their feet, some screaming in excitement, others murmuring in shock. The champion had just called out one of the most dangerous and dominant forces outside of WWE, Jacob FATU, the Samoan werewolf, a wrecking machine who had left destruction in his wake across independent circuits and Major League Wrestling, MLW. This was the challenge everyone had secretly wished for, but never thought they'd see. Jacob FATU is no ordinary competitor. A proud member of the legendary Wwe family, his lineage is steeped in wrestling greatness. Roman Reigns, the USOs, The Rock, his bloodline is synonymous with WWE dominance. But FATU had forged his own path, away from WWE, carving out a reputation as a ruthless, unpredictable powerhouse who could move like a cruiserweight despite his monstrous size. For years, fans speculated if he would ever step into a WWE ring. His performances in MLW were the stuff of legend. His agility, his brutality, his unmatched resilience, he had all the tools necessary to make an immediate impact in WWE. And now, the biggest opportunity had just been placed before him. The current WWE champion was calling him out for the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. Social media exploded. Within minutes, #FATU was trending worldwide. WWE superstars, analysts, and fans alike weighed in on what could be one of the most anticipated matches in WrestleMania history. Paul Heyman, always a keen observer of generational talent, took to Twitter. "Be careful what you wish for, champ. The Samoan werewolf is a different breed altogether. WrestleMania #Bloodline Clash." The USOs responded with a cryptic post. "He's always been family. But is he ready for this?" Even former WWE superstars like Batista chimed in. "I've seen what FATU can do. If he's coming to WWE, everyone should be scared, including the champ." Days passed with no word from FATU. Speculation ran wild. Would he accept? Was he even in talks with WWE? And then, during an episode of SmackDown, a pre-recorded video aired. The screen was black, save for a single flickering light. Heavy breathing filled the silence. And then, a voice, deep, menacing, filled with restrained fury. "You think you're the top predator? You think you fought the toughest? You ain't seen war until you've stepped into the ring with me. I was raised by warriors, built for war, forged in pain. And now you want to see what happens when you let the Samoan werewolf loose on the biggest stage? 5. WrestleMania. But don't say I didn't warn you." The screen cut to black, leaving the WWE Universe in stunned silence before the arena erupted in cheers. It was official. FATU had accepted the challenge. The weeks leading up to WrestleMania became a battlefield. The WWE champion continued to defend his title against top contenders while sending pointed verbal jabs at FATU. Meanwhile, vignettes aired showing FATU training in the harshest environments, destroying opponents in underground rings, flipping tires the size of cars, and perfecting his breathtaking top rope offense. At Elimination Chamber, the champion retained his title but barely, escaping a grueling six-man war. As he stood in the ring, battered but victorious, the arena lights dimmed. A single spotlight shone on the entrance ramp as FATU stepped out onto the stage for the first time in WWE history. No words were spoken. He merely stared down the champion, cracked his knuckles, and pointed at the WrestleMania sign hanging above the ring. The match was now not just official, it was personal. WrestleMania arrived. The world watched. The entrances were grand, the tension palpable. The champion walked in with swagger, the title shining on his shoulder. FATU, however, came in with the look of a man ready for war. The bell rang, and the two titans clashed. For 30 minutes, they pushed each other to their limits. The champion tried to use his technical skills and strategic mind, but FATU's sheer power and unpredictability overwhelmed him. FATU hit a breathtaking moonsault from the top rope that sent shockwaves through the arena. The champion retaliated with a devastating spear. Near falls, counters, brutal slams, the match had it all. Then came the moment. The champion went for his finishing move, but FATU countered, catching him in mid-air and delivering a thunderous Samoan drop. He climbed the top rope, the entire stadium holding its breath. One final moonsault. 1, 2, 3. The bell rang. The impossible had happened. FATU was the new WWE champion.